What up, everybody? It's your boys from All the Smoke here. We've been nominated for 2 Webbies. First of all, we want to thank the committee for nominating us. We definitely appreciate that. Best Social and Best Pod. Jack, we need to win this one. This is the big one, right?
We need you to go vote for us. That's what we need. You. Y'all been supporting us. Y'all the reason why we're here. Y'all's a lot of the reason why we had all this success. So now we need y'all again. We need y'all to go and vote.
It's the realest podcast out there, man. All the Smoke. Make sure you vote for us.
Go vote for your boys, man. All the Smoke.
Showtime Basketball is also nominated for a Webby. As you know, we've built a very good team over here with myself and my brother Stak, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, our sister Rachel Nichols, Allen Iverson, to name a few.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys go vote for that, though, too. Can't forget about the family.
Go vote for us. Appreciate you.
Gervonta Tank Davis, King Ryan Garcia.
The power of Davis! The flash, the hand speed.
2 undefeated stars, 2 journeys, 1 mega fight to make history.
It's over! It doesn't get any better than this!
Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, Saturday, April 22nd, live on pay-per-view.
Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is almost here. And DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, has a knockout offer for the fight.
This week, new customers can place a $5 pre-fight moneyline bet on either Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia to win the fight. And you'll get the pay-per-view fight courtesy of DraftKings.
Just go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using code BELT, B-E-L-T.
Place $5 on the fighter you think will win, and DraftKings Sportsbook will give you access to the fight happening Saturday, April 22nd.
There's no better way to spend your Saturday night than boxing with DraftKings Sportsbook.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code BELT. New customers can place a $5 pre-fight moneyline bet on either Davis or Garcia to win the fight. And you'll get the pay-per-view courtesy of DraftKings. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with the code BELT. NBA Top Shot is where the NBA's biggest fans buy, sell, and earn officially licensed video collectibles. Rip packs or purchase individual limited edition moments from your marketplace to build your ultimate collection. From rookies to legends, now you can flex your fandom by owning the greatest moments of your favorite players and teams. Your collection can even earn a once-in-a-lifetime, money-can't-buy experience. NBA Top Shot users have already attended private events with superstars like Klay Thompson, rising stars like Cade Cunningham, and even all-time greats like Magic Johnson. Your entire collection of NBA Top Shot moments never loses quality and are accessible by any device. So they're always at your fingertips. Rep your team, flex your fandom, and own the greatest moments from the NBA, exclusively from NBA Top Shot. Sign up today at NBATopShot.com and kickstart your collection with your first pack. Welcome back to a special edition of All the Smoke. We got one of the biggest fights I can recall. I'm excited. I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it. We're here with Ryan Garcia. We appreciate your time, man.
Thank you. Honored to be here.
Very busy.
Honor.
Man, April 22nd. Tell me what that means to you.
I think for me, at least, it means everything to me. I've put so much time, effort, and I've been envisioning this fight for so long. It's just always felt a fight that was going to determine what type of greatness I was going to reach. Mm-hmm. And every fight, I knew it was just leading up to this moment. Even like 5 years ago, I just kind of knew that he would be the guy that it would just so happen to be. He's the opponent in front of me that I got to conquer. And now it's here, so it's a special moment. Now I'm that's why I'm so locked in, because I know these moments don't come often. And I'm hungry for greatness. I'm hungry to just like be in a position where, I reached it. I got there. I don't want to just be here. I want to get there. I want to conquer this moment.
There's talks that the winner of this fight
will be the face of boxing, and obviously so much has happened to you so fast within your career. You have an unblemished record with 19 knockouts. To think about possibly being the face of boxing, what does that mean to you?
It's amazing. It's something that that's really what I wanted to be when I became a boxer. Was to be a champion and represent boxing in the best way I can. That's why, if I do become the face of boxing after this, I hold great responsibility. So I'm definitely aware of that, conscious and aware of all the things I do. And that's why I strive to evolve as a man every day. Because if I get into that position, then I'll be the right man for it.
Took a while to get this fight made. Obviously, both sides had to make some sacrifices. The one thing that the media is kind of jumping on is the ability to only gain 10 pounds back post weigh-in. Obviously, you're someone who walks around at a heavier weight. Naturally, you're dropping weight to come down to this fight. How tough is that for you?
It's not, the media is making a big deal out of it. And, I walk around probably like 154, 55, around that range. So not too bad.
Huge then.
Yeah, it's not bad. Gervonta was saying some crazy like 170, 180. But, he doesn't know. But, to me, when I was saying it, it wasn't that I was complaining about it, because I'm not. I'm making the way easy. It's the fact that this is A side. This is champion mentality. You ain't no real warrior. I couldn't sit with myself like that and be like, yo, I think I'm gonna get one over him. Nah, I want the best. I want the best out of you. Let's really run it. Let's see who's the best. So I was just speaking to his character, and he's whack. That whole team is whack for that. It's not affecting me, but I see what you were trying to do. That's what I was pointing at. You're whack. You ain't no champion. You just a dude that you ain't got that in you. You ain't got that heart. I couldn't live like that. After I beat him, I couldn't live like that. If I put all those stipulations on him, I felt like it affected him, I wouldn't even feel like I won. I couldn't. It wouldn't feel right in my soul. So that's what I was speaking to.
Speak to what you've kind of had this whole camp of 10 more. What does 10 more mean to you?
It's just every fight, right? Every new season, you get something in you that drives you, that pushes you, that mantra. So this one just ended up 10 more. Even when I feel tired, I just gather myself and I just know I got 10 more in me. It's just a mentality, 10 more,
Taking
10
your
more.
mind somewhere else.
The moment I even stop to think, I just say 10 more. It keeps me right back. And some other training camps, it was a different thing. Just so happened right here, it's 10 more.
You've been through a lot already in your young career. Not too many guys, especially at your caliber, have been down, but got up and came back and win. Having that experience, been through a lot of stuff in the ring, you feel like you're prepared and ready for anything you can see?
Yeah,
on the 22nd?
Definitely. Those moments prepare me for this moment. I've been through. I've taken a shot, got back up, and
delivered a body shot.
And just controlled the fight. I just held myself and I didn't really react to it. I said, I'm getting right back to work. I just forgot about it. It didn't affect me. So I was really proud of that, because it brought that out of me. You don't know how you're gonna respond. You don't know how your body's gonna react. I was just so hungry. I was just nothing. I don't care.
Can you take us back, not to cut you off, but take us back to that moment? Because like I said, your response was incredible. That says a lot about you. You know what I mean? To be able to bounce back. But what was going through you hit the canvas, you get up, take us through that right there, the way you're going through the 8 count.
I just got hit, and then I just seen white, and then I was up. So I don't even know. I didn't realize I was down. I just
that's crazy.
I was just up.
Right.
I looked at my dad. I said, "I'm good. I got him. Don't worry. I'm gonna go get him." Because I knew I was in control of the fight. It's you just get hit with a shot, and you gotta realize were you controlling the fight or you weren't controlling the fight. Some shit you just slip.
Right.
You just make a human mistake. It's not
it happens.
It's not like he's better. It's just he caught me with a good shot. All right, good. I'm right back. And let's see if you could do it again. And I just had that mentality. I just remember I had this thought one time. Oh, not one time when I stepped up to him, I felt like a little dizzy. But I said, man, I've been drunk way worse than this. Like, this ain't shit.
He said, I'm a pro with this shit,
I
huh?
was like, this ain't shit. I got this. This is not shit.
I love it.
That's exactly what went through my mind. I was like, this ain't shit. Let's go.
I've had buzzes worse than this.
Yeah.
Like, this what it's about? Oh, I'm after.
Funny.
So, bro, being that this fight is so big, and your career, you already just as big as anybody in boxing now. The heights that this fight can take you, how do you stay focused and locked in with knowing this moment is so big? We played in the NBA, we played in front of 30,000 people, but there's a lot of time people couldn't play under those lights and couldn't perform. You've been doing this.
Yeah.
Biggest fight ever. How do you keep your composure?
I think just my experience and just understanding what these emotions really are. Like, I really pay attention to what I can control, what I can't control, and just focus on how I could fight as best as I can. I almost like become numb to any type of emotion when I'm fighting, because then you lose focus of what's happening in front of you. So I just really I have so much experience around it that I could stay focused in the moment. And I want to win so bad, so I make sure I pay attention, and I'm not letting anything, overcome me. Whether it's a good emotion or a bad emotion, they don't mean nothing to me. I just care about the fight.
Try to stay even kill.
Yeah, so because I want to be prepared. So if I feel a shift of momentum, I nip it in the butt. If I, see that he's kept his hand down a couple of times, that I'm gonna capitalize on it. You know what I mean? Or if he's not aware of what I'm doing, then I could sense it. So I try to stay in the moment, stay in the time. Make sure that I'm not letting him take control. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of gauging it.
When he came in here, his energy was different. I felt it. I mean, you speak to obviously your mechanics, your physical attributes to this game are second to none. But you're speaking a lot on the mental side. For those who understand how mental boxing is, speak to how mental it is, because everything you just explained right there was all mental.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely. If you don't got your mental right, I mean, you could train a million hours to get in the ring, and your mental ain't right, and you're getting tired in the second round. You understand? You ask yourself why. I did all the miles, I did everything, because you haven't controlled that part of you. That's a big part of experience and learning. What's the truth of what's going on? What's the reality? That it's not really. You're not really tired. It's just. It's a mind. It's the feeling of dread. It overcomes you so much that you begin to be tired. I find that happens often when I go running. Sometimes I start. It's the dread of, man, I know there's it's still a long way to go, and then right there I instantly get tired. But that's not the truth. It's just the uncomfortability of it's a long road ahead of me. So then I just understand it. I come back to the moment and realize, okay, I just gotta take every step, every stride, just focus on that, and then it all disappears. So you begin to realize what the reality of things are when you pay attention. That's just my type of mind, though. I always think really in depth of what's really going on, because it helps me. It prepares me for anything that comes at me. Like if Gervonta makes me uncomfortable, I could take an example of what happened to me in a run where I felt uncomfortable, how I overcame it, and quick, I could come right back to it in my mind. So I could fix the energy. I could fix it where his energy ain't gonna overcome mine. I'm gonna find a way to get over this. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna stay focused. We're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna let him have his moment. I'm gonna do what I can to control that, and then I'll get right back to him. Because sometimes they try to come at you.
Yeah.
The best thing you could do is defend.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I gotta fight off. That's where you get clipped. Okay, let's let you have your moment. I'm gonna get back to my moment and see what you do.
The playoffs are in full swing. This is money time, Stak.
That's right, MB. Time to be great. You can be great with DraftKings Sportsbook during the playoffs.
Today's sponsor, DraftKings, is bringing the high-stake actions to all new customers.
Calling all new customers, place a pregame moneyline wager of at least $5, and if your bet hits, you'll get $150 in bonus bets.
This is what I call a can't-miss offer. New customers bet just $5 on any pregame moneyline wager, and you'll receive $150 in bonus bets.
If mobile sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still get in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use the promo code SMOKE Bet $5 on any pregame moneyline wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet hits. That's promo code SMOKE, only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Once you clock off work on Friday, head over to DraftKings Sportsbook app and see the All the Smoke Same Game Parlay.
We'll be cooking up a new same game parlay every Friday. So ride with All the Smoke, fam. The action only happens at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Two questions. How long has this camp been and what's been different about this camp?
This camp, I mean, it's just all getting back to what I know is my best. You know, when you start a camp, you know when you are at your best, and it's just chasing that. You know, I'm like, okay, I got to get back to where my punches are effortless. Like when I throw, I don't feel no stress, no tension when I throw. It's coming easy. You know, I'm able to control my balance. I'm able to control my breathing. Like nothing really could affect me. I got to answer for everything. It's getting back to that type of focus, like a super in-depth focus that like nobody could do, nobody can know. Like something that takes hours and hours of thinking, of training, of understanding what's going on. So for me, it's like every training camp is like a version of that. This is just how it happens to be a bigger moment, but a lot of people let up on that moment. Like, I'm finally here. They start to be like, I got here, I'm good. And they kind of train. So here it's been like, no, I can't even let that go in my mind. Fuck that. Level. I'm here. Now this is the time to really do it. Right. Fuck that, I gotta really do it now. Like, I gotta be like I was coming up to this moment. I gotta be like that here and then some. So it's just elevating, it's just pushing me. That's what I said, 10 more, it's just making me do more. And then it just becomes natural. More is natural to me now. It's not even a thing I have to try. I just know I could do more.
Made your debut at 17 years old.
Yeah.
What was that like? I mean, thrown in the fire early, still a teenager.
Man, I just fell in love with pro boxing. You know, the fact that there's no headgear. To me, that change was so addicting because I could see their head. And like the punches that I would land, like in the amateurs, you know, of course you got a headgear on, you could take them a little bit better. This one, I hit them. I knew they were hurting people in the amateurs, but I never seen it. So then when I realized, like, oh my gosh, like they're like, it's so much easier to knock people out. Like that made me happy because I knew like these dudes just be walking into punches, thinking that's all good. It's like, and then I finally got the 8-ounce gloves and I realized like what I was thinking was true.
Yeah.
Like these shits really do hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't hide behind a headgear no more. Like, it's gonna hurt. So I really loved it. I did it for my family, for myself, because, you don't make no money in amateurs, that's for sure. You gotta make that money. So I started my journey quick and tried to build my name. That's why I started doing social media and stuff like that.
A few months into that, you signed with Golden Boy.
Yeah.
What was that process like? And obviously Oscar being a legendary fighter himself and being able to cross over into this space. What was that opportunity like, meeting him and then signing with his company?
It was just, I was searching for who really believed in me, Mayweather wanted to sign me. A lot of, people wanted to sign me Top Rank. I even fought on one of Top Rank's lower cards. And I just never had the impression that anybody was, they weren't too high on me. They kind of just see me as, maybe marketable one day and just, I didn't feel like they had a belief in me. And then when I was with Oscar, I think he seen a part of himself in me, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go where that's at. Like, I'm just gonna go where they believe in me, and then I'm gonna see where that transpired. And then just ended up going well in my career. I blew up pretty quick, and I made the best of any moment I had. The thing that these fighters got to understand is when you're coming up and you're supposed to beat these guys, you can't just think, I got to get that win. It's not about that. You got to show them why you're different. Like when that moment comes, you got to look for those special moments. Like when I first fought on ESPN, I told myself I'm gonna get on SportsCenter. Nobody knew who I was, but I had that intention. I was being intentful. Like I want them to see something they never seen, that I knocked the guy out in 30 seconds. Like I intentionally wanted it. I was like, no, I want a special moment. I'm gonna wait for that. I seen him, boom, clipped him, knocked him out. You gotta take advantage of those moments. You're not gonna get a lot.
How was it when you linked with trainer Eddie and Canelo?
That was awesome. It was during the time where I was going through some personal issues and I had a fight and I didn't do too well because I was so distracted outside the ring. I was just like, it was just a bad, weird time in my life, like growing pains kind of like as a young man and just, all that stuff. And then, I was looking for something to help me, you know what I mean? I was like, man, I got to get better at something. I got to find somebody that knows what it's like, you know what I mean? And Canelo and them, Eddie and them, they agreed to train me. And I was so surprised. And then I got to really have an inside look on what a real champion trains like, how he really takes his day and like how they're so consistent. I'm like, oh, okay. And then from there, like I was able to like evolve as a person, as a fighter. I'm like, okay, because I had a little bit better understanding what it's really like. And yeah, that was a really big blessing for me to be in that camp.
To be able to learn from a guy like Canelo and just see how he prepares, that had to be a blessing.
Yeah, watching him spar, and I just was able to understand what he was doing. And I even though like we don't have the same style, but I understood what he was doing, and it really helped me like grow. Like, oh man, okay, because I never understood like how did these dudes do 12 rounds, not get tired, and like I just didn't. I was still new, you know what I mean? And they really showed me everything, so it was awesome.
Best part of training and worst part of training?
Best part of training would probably have to be the sparring. Worst part of training is when my coach, my strength and conditioning coach, sit, man.
You're kicking your ass.
Man, that's painful. Sprints.
That's worse than running?
Yeah, way worse than running. I love running. I could run for like 20 miles, 30 miles, nothing. Strength and conditioning with SIP, that's tough,
different.
man, because I'm coming back from the run, and then I know I got to be hitting them weights. I got to do box jump, just all these other things. But it gets me strong, so you got to do it.
That's why you can't run.
Coach, what up? What is it like for people to kind of really understand, as you're leading into a fight, a diet? I was someone who was never huge on diets. We played 15 years, and we kind of ate what we wanted and worked our ass off real quick and got in shape. Obviously, fighting is different. How different is your diet than normally?
I think for me, I do better obviously not obviously, but I do better when it's like I'm fasting in a way before I, start to do something intense. So that's what I found that works for me. I feel like everybody's different though. Everybody has their own ways, and you just gotta find what keeps your body the most in tune. Don't be afraid to try new things, but to assess it truthfully and honestly, not because, I don't wanna eat that. You gotta try it and then see what it actually does for you. A lot of people just like listen to like, nutritionists, and then, it doesn't work for them.
Everybody's different.
You gotta be honest, like this is working, this ain't working. So me, I spent a lot of time over the years crafting on what works for my body the best, and I feel like I found it. I don't change much, and I often decide to eat less and more because I realize that I could always eat more, I can't eat less. So that's how I think.
You touched on it earlier, but thoughts on the power of social media, and obviously it's something that's fairly new, but you're someone who's mastered it, and people kind of try to take a shot at you, so to speak, because you are so successful on social media and try to discredit who you are as a fighter. Yeah. Is that still motivating, or you just don't even give a shit about that no more?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about it anymore, like you said, because we're all doing social media.
Everybody.
How are you talking about?
Right.
So you're on it commenting.
Yeah, exactly.
So I kind of just have the same mindset in everything. Like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try to be good at it, and that's it. I found, like, when I was making the videos, my natural thinking process was like, okay, that video did a little bit better. Like, why? Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing, and it kind of just grew into something, and I just become not addicted, but I started understanding it way better, and I took it to another level. That's just my thinking. I was like, oh, I could take it to the next level. And that's how I was thinking as a kid.
Anything, right?
Yeah, I could take it to the next level. Oh, I got to 50K. Oh, I could take it to 100K. Oh, I could take it to 300. Like, that's just my thinking. So that's how I got to where I was in social media. And then boxing follows suit because I think the same way in boxing.
Right.
So I kind of just take the same mentality I learned from boxing into everything else, and then it becomes successful.
How is it? Yeah. Quick hitters before we get out of here. Outside of your fight, give me 2 fights you want to see, not including yourself, in 2023.
Crawford Spence.
Got of course.
Canelo Benavidez.
Ooh.
Those are the best.
That's the 2.
Yeah,
that's the 2 I want to see too. Stuck on the Island. Give me 3 movies or shows on repeat.
Ooh, Stuck on the Island, 3 shows, 3 movies on repeat. Okay, I gotta have Lion King. I love the Super Mario Brothers new movie. That's fire. And 3, what's the last one? It's a good movie. Interstellar, probably. That was some of my favorite movies.
Man, I would think you would give me some Mexican classes or something, man. Like blood in, blood out, American me or something like that. That's what I was waiting on. I'm waiting to hear those.
Hey, he might be too young for that though, bro.
He might be. But they know what I'm talking about.
Them are a little older.
They know what I'm talking about.
Speaking of movies,
I love animated movies. That's all.
Oh, okay, you anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of movies, if someone were to play you in a biopic, who would it be? Who could play Ryan?
That guy that played, who was that? What was that show? Was that show On the Block? Diego Tinoco. He could probably play me. Yeah. Diego. He's actually a big fan of mine too.
Oh, that's dope. Y'all got a link. You saw the girls smiling and shaking their heads over there.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
What's your go-to artist? What you have on rotation right now? What you listening to?
What is my go-to artist? I don't know.
What you listening to right now? Like in the whip right now?
Is music big for you as you're training, or is it you're just all?
Sometimes music, I like, but I don't know. I just kind of go with what's moving me, and I don't have like a attachment to the music. Whatever's working, I'm using.
Yeah.
If it ain't working, I'm moving on to the next song until it works. Because I only care about the emotion that brings out of me.
Right.
So if it's moving me, it could be some Interstellar, like Hans Zimmer orchestrating, and then it could be some rap music, with, like Tupac, like just like when he's calling out Biggie, I was just like, it gets me amped up, like I want to destroy somebody, like, all right, and then sometimes it's calming because it keeps me focused. It's just whatever's working.
Yeah.
I don't really care about who it is. So whatever's working. If it's Little Baby today, it's gonna be Little Baby.
Thanks.
That's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of everybody if it makes a move. Like sometimes Jack Harlow, sometimes I like the words he says, and Drake, all the artists really.
Classics.
Other sports you were into, I heard you played a little baseball growing up. Outside of boxing, do you have a favorite sport now, or is it?
What is my favorite? I really started liking football.
Okay.
I used to not like football at all. I used to be like, I don't even want to watch it. But now it's like, man, it's super fun to watch, and seen it live a couple times. It really, really made me like it. I started loving basketball first, but now I was just kind of got a little bit bored of it.
You trash?
What? Me? No.
You nice?
Come on, man.
He said that shit quick. Hold on,
man.
I'm gonna find a way to score at least 3. Man. I gotta get some type of bucket. Some way, somehow. I know you're tall and all that. If I'm gonna have to get you tired. I don't want to run down the court a million times.
You gonna get some buckets though.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to get tired. I'm gonna try to lay it up one time.
Right.
Somehow, some way.
He got the youth.
5 dinner guests, dead or alive. You plus 5 at dinner.
Man, that's a good one. Okay, dead or alive? I'm gonna get Muhammad Ali there. I love him. Who else would I want? Muhammad Ali. I like this question. Muhammad Ali. Who else a good thing? Marcus Aurelius. He's good. Socrates.
That's the first time I've heard that.
First one.
That's 3. 4, I would get, he's not dead.
You don't have to be
You
dead.
have to be dead or alive.
No, because I'm gonna say Jesus. He didn't die though. He rose again.
It was just, the resurrection was 2 days ago.
Yeah, he was alive again. So I was like confused. I was like, he ain't dead, but he ain't. He's like,
He was confused on how to present him. Like, is he dead or alive?
I got stuck for
I don't know how to say this one, but I want him there. Jesus.
5, 2. I don't know.
Man. That was a good one.
My mom, just have her there. Yeah.
Nice. If you could see one guest on our show, who would it be? But you have to help us get your answer on the show.
Now you got a big ass Rolodex on that phone.
Yeah.
Oh, so if I could get somebody that I know on this?
Yeah.
You know a lot of people too, Ryan.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
It would be cool to talk to. Shoot. Justin Bieber.
Ooh, good
Yeah,
call.
cool.
Good call. Great call.
I mean, come on, man.
Come on, Biebs.
The king said it.
Come on,
that's
Biebs.
cool.
Before we get out of here, Jack's been doing a little boxing with some boxing shit. Can you do me a favor and hit him with one body shot?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hey, I've been training.
If you teach me how to shoot a,
I'll teach you how to shoot. Don't worry about the body shot. I'm not doing that.
Well, Ryan, man, we want to thank you. Best of luck.
Pleasure, man.
Definitely looking forward to seeing this fight, man. This is something that the world's been waiting for. You made it happen. We're excited and wish the best for you, man. So
Thank you.
Good luck, bro.
God bless you. Love you.
Love, bro.
That's a wrap. Ryan Garcia, straight
Yes,
from
sir.
camp. All the smoke.
Once upon a time, there was a place called the wilderness.
We did things out there that we're ashamed of.
There was some darkness.
Your friendships are a little more complicated than most.
Yellow Jackets, only on Showtime, streaming with Paramount Plus.